Hello, hello, hello. Oh my gosh. Ding dong. Hello, gang. I think I'll stop the live on Facebook. So I'm trying something new and crazy. We'll see if it works. I am going to attempt, well, first I got to mute everybody because that's not going to work. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm attempting to do Facebook Live and Zoom at the same time. And Maisie, can you hear me? Okay, thank you. So I've got Facebook Live over here. I've got Zoom over there. I've got slides down there. And I believe Dawn will be joining us in a moment. I'll open the chat. Excellent. Thanks, Molly. So let's see how this goes. I've got Facebook Live going. I think I'm sharing my screen, right? I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore. It's thundering out.
Hey, Lou, on what we see, I only see the top half of a picture. Okay. I see a small piece of the greenery in the right-hand corner, and that's it. I don't see the whole thing.
Okay, hang on a sec. Let me know. Let me know if I do this. Can you see it now?
No, I only see that. I'd say it's the top. Oh, now I can.
Okay, sorry about that.
That's all right. That's why we're here.
Thank you. So I'm going to open this. So I'm trying to do Facebook Live and Zoom at the same time, which is why it's a little funky, but hopefully it'll all work out. And then Dawn is going to come on StreamYard. So I'm using StreamYard. I'm trying to push the limits of the technology. And you won't see the rest of the screen until I bring it back up here, but I want to just straighten out Facebook Live first. All right. And where did the presentation go? There it is. It's behind us. All right. Can you guys hear the thunder?
Yes.
Yeah, so I have angered the technology gods.
I think so. But I think they're screaming, "Go Lou, go Lou, go Lou." You could do it.
Hope so. All right, let's see now. So as soon as Dawn pops in, we'll get going here. There she is. Hi, Dawn.
Yeah, I am. Hello, can I do a virtual background?
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
Let me check, because you're in StreamYard. Do you have any controls there that say camera and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, let's see. Camera, mic, camera. There's a green screen. Here we go.
So I'm doing Facebook Live.
Now, is Dawn in Zoom? Because I don't see her.
No, she's in Facebook Live.
Okay.
But can you see the screen? That says creating an irresistible lead magnet.
Who are you talking to?
Maisie.
I do.
Oh, yes, I see it.
Okay.
Maisie says yes. Maisie says yes.
All right, then without further ado, you like this, Don? We're doing StreamYard on Facebook Live and Zoom at the same time. And hopefully we won't break the internet. It's thundering like crazy here too, so.
Wow.
Anything could happen.
And so Maisie's with us. Anybody else with us on
Molly,
Zoom?
Vicky, Renee.
Awesome.
I can't tell who's on Facebook Live, but that's okay. So,
which is a face. I'll go there on my iPad. Which site?
My regular profile. Yeah.
Cool. I'll look at that. So we're broadcasting. This is what we teach you guys how to do.
Yes. You got to push the envelope every now and then. So anyway, for those of you who don't know, Dawn and I have been working together this year on some really cool stuff. We keep making all kinds of great discoveries and trying to borrow from the best. Maisie, you were in the Donald Miller 2-day virtual workshop that Dawn and I attended, right?
Yes, yes.
Cool. How was your group?
It was the best.
I wish we were all together, but
no, it's okay. It's because we all learn different things, so I mean,
yeah,
we all can share what we learned from the different perspectives. It was really, boy, it makes so much sense.
Yeah, it really does.
So just so you know, I'm on Facebook and it's not streaming.
Oh, I forgot to hit go live.
Okay, now we're live.
All right, but you didn't miss anything because we're just starting up here. All right, thank you for being here, boys and girls in video land. Thank you, Dawn, for jumping in on this. I appreciate it. Well, we did this together because we learned this on Tuesday and we're sharing it with you on Thursday. So that's how quick we try to turn it all around. So, and StreamYard's kind of cool because I can go in and I can make us big or Dawn small. I can make us small and make the screen big. I think for the time being, I'll just share the whole screen so it's big enough for everybody to see. And yeah, so let's jump in. Now that I actually hit go live, tip number 1, remember to click the go live button when you go live. But today we're here to talk about lead magnets, right, Dawn? This is really important. We've been talking to our clients about this all week, really.
Yeah, and it's a big mistake. Probably every single person who is on this call with us is making the big mistake of, number 1, not having a call to action on your website.
Yep.
And number 2, not having a transitional call to action. So all a lead magnet is a transitional call to action, which means, hey, I'm curious about you. I'm not ready to set up a call with you right now, but give me something of value. And we learned last week that when somebody gives their email to you, they expect $35 worth of value.
I think that's kind of funny. It seems like a random number, but it's like, don't say, well, we'll show you this in the presentation, but like sign up for my newsletter is not going to cut it. It's not worth $35.
Actually, if you are asking people to sign up for your newsletter in 2020, you are insulting them.
Yes.
It's like, you know what, 2010 called and they want their marketing strategy back.
Really? So we're talking
going to show you what to do instead.
Yes, and we're talking about lead magnets. This is all part of our online sales camp. Our regular clients like Maisie get this anyway, but if not, you can go to Online Sales Camp and see what that's all about. It starts next Thursday.
Next Thursday. And before you get off the screen, I want everybody on this session to know that there's a special offer. Okay, we're about half filled.
Yeah.
And we're only taking 20 members. There will only be 20 people in this course, meaning we could roll up our sleeves and over a 5-week period, you will walk away with a framework for your marketing.
Yep.
Everything from your logo to the way you speak about what you do, to your website, to your lead magnet, to how you're going to email at least once a week, what you're going to say, how you're going to say it.
Yep.
So you are booked solid.
Yes. So that's going to be fun. That's starts next Thursday, 20 people only. Dawn and I will teach this together as we've been doing. And today, part of that, what we talk about next week and beyond is lead magnets and how a lead magnet is an absolute must because it is the first stage of your sales funnel. So just to clarify, when we talk about a lead magnet or an opt-in or a freebie, it's really all the same thing. It's just a way to engage with your customers and prospects so that you get their name and email address so that you can continue the conversation with them. And oftentimes a lead magnet is the very first impression. So that's why Dawn says, don't make it like a cheesy newsletter or sign in to get updates. Nobody really wants that clutter in their email box. You have one chance to make a first impression, so make it count. What I did for one of my lead magnets, Dawn and I have been using quizzes, which we're going to get into much more in a few minutes, but I took a product that I had sold before a couple of years ago for $97, and rather than retiring it, I said, hey, this is a $97 product, and it's still really timely. I'm going to use this as my freebie, as my opt-in. So when people opt in, they know they're getting a really good value because other folks had previously paid for it. So your freebie has to have real value. A lot of people are afraid of, oh, I don't want to give away my secrets, or don't want to give away my best stuff. There's no way you can give away too much. It has to have real value. And most of all, if somebody comes to your website and doesn't give you their email, you've probably lost them forever. They're probably not going to come back. So Frank Kern always says, get the click. Make sure you capture that email. And you can use your lead magnet or freebie, as Dawn said, as a transitional call to action. So it can be sort of like the alternate if you don't want to set up if you don't want to set up a session right away, they still have the option of giving you their name and email. So Dawn, do you want to talk about a couple of different freebies, and then we'll get into quizzes as well?
Yeah, I love this part of the sales funnel because it is super fun.
Yeah.
You'll work with us to get creative, and you will dazzle every single person who comes to your website and takes this call to action.
Yeah.
So there are various different flavors, and we'll go into each of these. Our new favorite is the quiz.
Yep.
And Lou, I remember being a teenager and buying Cosmopolitan.
And those quizzes.
And, you know, one of the fun things to do with my girlfriend sitting around the pool would be to fill out one of those quizzes. And I forget what they would tell you about yourself. But here's the thing, people are obsessed with finding out about themselves. And if you give them a quiz that, like we were just on the phone with one of our clients who sells real estate in Denver.
Yeah.
And we said, you know, what type of Denver home are you? So based on how that particular client, that particular person would answer the quiz, they would either be a loft downtown, or a craftsman bungalow in Wash Park, or, you know, a modern home in Cheeseman Park, whatever, however they answered a series of questions, they would get the results. So what you do is you present them some fun questions. You show that person that you are an expert by the way you're posing these questions, and that you know all about Denver homes in this example. And then you ask them for their email address in exchange for the results. And then you can give them the results on a page. And on that page, you can have a button that says, if you're interested in finding out more, set a time to speak with me. But now you have their email address, and then you can, each week, you can email them on a new neighborhood that they can become familiarized with in Denver, right? And that's called a nurture campaign. Infographics, we'll go into those. They're pretty, they're fun. An assessment, short video series. You could offer a mini class, right? You can host that on one of our platforms that we use. You can host it on a lead page, or a planner or a checklist. So a planner and a checklist, people love planners. If you want to talk more about that, our clients love planners.
So you have a lot of options to do a lead magnet. Don't be afraid of giving away too much, but don't do a newsletter.
Newsletter, I love that.
And updates, you know, again, that's so vague. You know, like, why should I get an email from you with, we'll email you updates every week. Like, no thanks. But you could do, you know, don't do a white paper. Call it something else, because it just sounds unbelievably boring. A lot of people do dollar trials, but that's really more of a membership, tripwire kind of a, you know, a trial is not really a lead magnet. Don't make them pay anything for your freebie. That's why it's called a freebie. Anything that takes too long to consume, you know, I'm going to send you a 42 email series on blah, blah, blah. Oh no, please do not send me 42 emails. You want your freebie or your opt-in to have immediate gratification. And then this is just a pet peeve of mine. is that a lot of these buttons still say submit. Nobody wants to submit. Even Don Miller talked about learn more. That's a weak call to action. Get started.
Learn more.
Be specific. Get your quiz results right now. So stay away from the submit call to action on your buttons. So what is a transitional call to action? This is another thing that the story brand people talk a lot about, right, Don? And you mentioned it's a secondary call to action. So like in our DigiBrand example, the main call to action is to schedule a free strategy session. But if people are not quite ready to do that, they can take the quiz, and that's the transitional call to action. Dawn, I think on your page, you have the same setup. Like on my individual site, I have, great there's a call to action, get video help, but there's also a transitional call to action. If they're not ready for that, start with a freebie, 99 video ideas. So if they click that, then they get the freebie and this, at least I've got their email, and they haven't gone away empty-handed, and I have not lost their contact info, which is really important. Anything you want to add to that, Dawn?
Well, here we're going to talk about the quiz, and what I love about the quiz is now you can actually embed the quiz on your website.
Yep.
And we have a tool when you work with us, and when you take the class, we will tell you about the specific tool that we use. That you can either do this on your own, or we have it done for you form of how we work with our clients. So let's just get into this whole.
Yeah, the quiz is awesome. Quiz. So the quiz, like I did this one earlier this week, and it took me literally 10 minutes. I have a client who sells makeup, kind of like Mary Kay or whatever, but it's called Lime Life. So when I did the quiz, I found one that said, what's your makeup personality? Perfect for somebody that might want to buy makeup. And I can customize it. And this is subtle, but this is actually a photo from Lime Life's website. So I'm already using their graphics, and I'm already sort of getting people ready for that. So again, you go through the whole quiz, and the results vary depending on what your answers are. And Interact is this quiz builder that we like. We do a lot of customization on these, but there are a lot of pre-made templates to start from. And Dawn and I always talk about, don't reinvent the wheel, use a template, use an existing framework, and then customize that framework.
Yes.
Oops, somebody's knocking on the Zoom door. Hold on a second. Just make sure that they get in here.
Awesome.
Participants. Okay, sorry about that. So the quiz is really cool because you can do personality quizzes, you can do assessments, you can do polls, and these are the kinds of things that you see on Facebook and that people eat up on Facebook. So, they can be really generic. What is your secret sauce? And you take the quiz, you can change the branding, you can make it your colors. This one was, what is your makeup IQ? So you can use one of theirs, or you can customize it to make your own quiz. And the other cool thing is with some versions of this, you can add what they call branching logic. So depending on their answers, they go down a particular path. And you really, at the end of the day, when they opt in, you know exactly where they are. So if I did one called Figure Out Your Video IQ, and somebody's video IQ wasn't that great, I'd know that I have to give them a beginner course rather than an advanced course. So that's Interact, and we tell you a lot more about it in the class next week. And you can see on the back end here, I've got one that says, this is the one that I think that's on DigiBrand. Is your website a hot mess? So that wasn't the name of the quiz when it started, but we changed it so that it would be more fun. And you can share it, you can embed it on Facebook, you can put it on your own website, directly on your website, so that they don't have to leave, and it's all a seamless. So they didn't even know or care that it's called Interact. It's just a quiz that's on your website.
It's on your website. It can be something you place on Facebook. And what's great is that depending on how people answer the questions, you can tag them.
Right. So you go through the whole thing. You can customize each and every question and answer. And this ties in with what Dawn and I are teaching, what StoryBrand people teach. Does your website easily answer these questions in under 5 seconds? What is it? Who is it for? What do I get?
Yes, and we find that many people we work with, their websites are so confusing. So tell us in the chat here.
Yep.
There is a chat area for your Zoom. I guess the people who are with us are on Zoom. So tell us in chat.
Yeah, Zoom and
what
Facebook
you
Live.
think about this.
Yep.
What in Facebook? What do you think about the idea of a transitional call to action and how you can create one for your particular business by working with us?
Yeah.
OnlineSalesCamp.com. And by the way, I want to just mention on OnlineSalesCamp.com, our 5-part session where we're going to roll up our sleeves and work with you on this. The course will be a far more, the price for the course will be far more than what we're offering it at for the first 20 people that come on this journey with us. You'll be our charter members, and we're going to have a special place for you in our hearts, in our careers. And what we want for you to know that it is $247. And if you join today while you're on this webinar, we will do a session with you critiquing your website before the course even starts.
Yep. That's
so
cool.
If you sign up today and let us know in the chat that you've signed up, you will be invited. Lou and I are going to be doing a private audit for those of you that take us up on our offer.
Nice.
Okay, Lou, let's keep going on
you
that.
can customize and brand your quiz. You can really make it your own. And this is the free version, so it doesn't, even this version is pretty cool. If you want to get more bells and whistles, they do have paid versions, but you can see here, you can edit the questions, you can add questions, you can change the results, you can connect it to your CRM and your email list so that when people do opt in, they go right to your mailing list. So when they get to the end and they get their result, you can put in another call to action. So maybe they decided they weren't quite ready for a session when they came to your webpage, but they took the quiz, and then at the end of the quiz, they have another chance to sign up with you. And after the quiz, they might say, okay, now I'll do the session, or now I'll buy this mini course or whatever. So at the end of the quiz, you have a call to action where people can, again, they can engage with you, they can buy something from you, they can set up a session with you. So not only do you get the email, but you get the opportunity to give them another call to action or another opportunity to engage with you. And the best part about this is my favorite, is that in order for folks to get their results, which of course they want, they give you their name and email address. Now you can, this is optional, you can get them to skip that test, but the whole point of the quiz is to get their name and email address. So I keep this in here, and I want to get that name and email in return for those results. And if somebody just spent 5 minutes answering all the questions, they're not going to say, oh shit, I don't care about my results. They're going to want those results. So that's your opportunity to get the name and email address. Does that make sense?
And which would go directly to MailChimp or whatever CRM it is that you use. And we're going to show you all, in the course, what that looks like. Yep.
So the other cool thing about the quizzes is that you can use it as a pop-up on your website, which are really effective. You can use it on Facebook. You can put it directly on your website, which is what we do with an embed code. And it's really flexible. And even if you just want to use it in social media, that's great, because people love these quizzes, and you can make them as fun and engaging and as customized as you want.
So, you know what, Lou? It just reminds me of a quiz. I remember when all of us ladies used to watch Sex and the City. It's, are you a Miranda? Are you a Charlotte?
Yeah.
Right? Are you a Carrie?
Carrie, yeah. Yep. So, and it's, again, we'll show you the pricing. We'll show you how it all works. We're using the free version, but this is what we're going to tell you about when we get into our 5-week online course at Online Sales Camp. And we've tried to make it as fun and engaging as possible. Let me see if there's any questions, Dawn, or if you want to add anything about the quiz. Oh, Mia's here. Awesome.
Yes, yeah.
Cool. And then like Molly does publishing and book publishing and all that. So what kind of quiz? I don't know. What I'll do is I'll go to there right now and I'll show you. Maybe we can even create a quiz in real time.
Yeah, let's do that.
While
That'll
we're
be
watching
fun.
it. All right, hang on a second. I'm going to switch over to that here. And I'm going to stop sharing this. And I'm going to start sharing this. Hang on a sec. Here we go. Oh, now it wants me to log in. Hang on, let me share my screen again and I'll show you. Stop screen sharing. And start screen sharing.
Look, I just started playing the piano. It's not my real home.
All right, let me see. Here's where we log in. Let's see if it decides to work. And then you guys can let me know whether or not the screen share is working. I got to share it on Zoom as well. So
I'll tell you. Yeah.
It's thinking.
I'm seeing you logging in.
Yeah, it's thinking. It wants to, could have something to do with the thunderstorms, or it could have something to do with the fact that I've got 18 applications running at the same time.
You know what, Lou, maybe what we can do instead, and maybe touch this at the end, I'd like to go through what a lead magnet looks like.
Yeah.
And how so maybe if you could bring up the example with the biking company.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Do you have that presentation?
I think so.
It's the marketing checklist presentation. If you just bring that up and share that, I think this will bring a lot together for everyone, and it will also show you what we're going to be taking you through over the 5 weeks.
Right. And again,
I think I could share my screen.
All right. Yeah.
No, we won't see it.
Oh, the Facebook people won't see it.
No, the Zoom
really?
people.
That's okay. I found it.
Okay, cool.
Bear with me for a moment while I get my technology in order. Stop sharing this. Start sharing that. I just got to pull this out here. All right. So we are testing the limits of technology so you don't have to. Interact doesn't want to let me in. I'm going to share my screen on Zoom. And then I'm going to share my screen on Facebook as soon as I get back there.
Okay, we can see it on Zoom.
Awesome. I'm going to share it on Facebook too.
Yeah, I don't see it on StreamYard yet.
Hold on a sec. We're almost there.
How do you say yard?
Yard. What do you mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yard.
Yard.
All right.
Yard.
So we've got.
So let's take it from the beginning. Yeah.
All right. This is the one that this is part of what we went through this week.
Yeah, the marketing checklist. So what we're going to take you through is creating a brand script that will lead into your one-liner, which is, here's the problem of the people that I work with, which will lead to your website.
Right.
So we're going to wireframe a website that will call your next best client in to take action. So they'll either schedule a session with you or book a tour or find, in this case, it's a e-bike company, and it's find a dealer.
Yeah. Now, I'll tell you that after having, and maybe Maisie feels the same way, after having seen this example of the e-bike thing, which I think is fictional, I want an e-bike so bad right now.
Me too. Me too.
So, but what happens with the, we'll walk you through all of this, but what happens on the lead magnet specifically is, here we go, down here is the plan, and then we've got the.
So this is your website, and then you're going to have a place on your website.
Here's the transitional
like right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're not quite ready to set up an appointment or to visit a showroom or whatever it is, in this case, you have the opportunity to download our free PDF and start down the road to saving money. 10 ways an e-bike will make and save you money. So this is a perfect transitional call to action because it's a freebie and you get the name and email address. Once you have that name and email address, you can keep in touch with them through a nurture campaign and then follow through.
And actually, a great nurture campaign would be every single week to address one of the points that are in, the 10 ways you could save money. So way number one, way number two, and what am I doing? I'm not, I'm not shaking somebody to buy an e-bike. I'm showing them ways that they can save money. So of course they're going to be happy when they see me in their inbox, right?
Yeah.
So and the freebie looks very simple. Here's what we want you to know. People do not like to do a bunch of reading, and people don't care about what degree you have, how many years you're in business. Yes, there will be a point to talk about that for credibility, but you need to press their pain points in a way where they say, wow, I need an e-bike, or wow, I need to hire Dawn, or whatever that is. So we'll show you in this case what this looks like. So if you keep scrolling.
I'm going to go back to that was the last slide, but I'm going to go, I have my quiz thing working now. So I'm going to show you that. Is that okay, Dawn?
Oh, yeah.
Go over there, stop sharing this. Hang on a second.
See, we want to make it fun. And what's wonderful is, like, when you work with us, Lou and I have combined over 60 years of business development and marketing experience. So people like us usually have a staff of young people like doing all the work. And what we want to tell you is that we are on all of this every step of the way. So there's no dilution. It's pure brilliance that you connect to when you get us. And you know what, I feel okay with saying that, because I what I do with you, Lou, I feel is my superpower, and I just love it so much.
Yeah. No, it's
and
awesome.
People have fun.
Yep. So let me look at the quiz here, or let's all look at the quiz. And you guys tell me, or Dawn, tell me, what category do you want to start with?
Give us some categories and maybe people can vote.
Yep, let me look at the chat and see what people put in here. Chat, there we go.
So tell us, if you're a therapist, a wedding planner, whatever.
Yep, Renee has a question. What do you think of the using an opt-in page? Absolutely. I mean, that's kind of the idea, is to make sure you get that list. Let's look at a yoga quiz. 5 templates available. So if you're a yoga instructor, oh, of course, now my mouse decides not to work. Hang on a second. I will open that up.
So so I have a yoga studio, and I want to line up more people. So when my studio opens after COVID, I have people who are new members.
Yep.
And Mia said therapist, relationships. Why don't we do we could do one, we could do that after this one.
Yeah, I got to get my mouse back. Of course, this is the curse of technology. Like, even though everything was working against us, we got thunderstorms, we're pushing the technology to its limits. And now, hopefully, we're getting our mouse back and putting it in here. I even have 2 mice, and neither one of them are working. Hang on a minute. Try that again.
They're naughty little mice.
But if not, Dawn, you can vamp and tell them a little bit about the several things that we go through in the course: the lead generator, the website. I'm trying to escape out of here.
The first thing is talking about what you do. And we were with a client this morning who's a financial planner, has been doing this for 30 years, and it was really difficult for him at first to create his brand script, right? So a brand script is what is the foundation of the website that you put together. It's going to be the script that you read for your video. So going back to the e-bike company, their brand script would sound like this. At Circuit e-bikes, we know that you want to be the leader of the pack.
Yep.
In order to do that, you need a new way to get to work. The problem is there's too much traffic, which makes you feel stuck. Yep. We believe that life is too short. You shouldn't waste time sitting in traffic. We understand, and we don't just care about bikes, we care about you, which is why we've helped more than 20,000 riders find a perfect bike for them. So you see how that just flows. And we will, in the course, you will have this brand script. You will develop your website that you will show. And maybe what we can do is we can show the 6th Avenue website so people can
I love
see.
that one. Yep. So let's.
We can show you what a real, like what an awesome real estate website looks like instead of, you know, the real estate website that most people are familiar with. So let's go to the quiz.
Okay, here's the quiz. How big of a book addict are you? This is in honor of Molly. Use this template. How big of a book addict are you? Find out. Okay, do you love books as much as you think you do? Now, every step of the way in this quiz, you can change the image, you can change the wording of the question, you can change the colors. So we went through here and, you know, we use a lot of blues, so we wouldn't have this black, we'd change it to blue, which is very easy to do. You just change the button color up here. We want it to be blue, and now it's blue. You can see when you open up on the left, you open up the questions. Here are all the questions. You can edit these, you can add answers, you can take away answers. How many books do you read at a time? If you want to add a graphic or an image answer, these will show up in a few minutes, but you can add those here as well. You can show a question image, that makes it more interesting. So your quizzes are very interactive and engaging. They can add images. And then when you get to the end, you can see what the results are. Here's you don't really like books. Like you sort of like books, you like books, you love books, you're obsessed with books, and whatever the answer is, again, they have an opportunity here to create a call to action that links whatever to your schedule, to another offer, whatever you want. Again, you can change the results, you can add your own results, and best of all, again, I like with the lead gen, you can ask for their name and email address to get them into your funnel. Does that make sense?
Yeah, this is so exciting. You know, I'm thinking about Mia, and she said relationship. Everybody loved doing the 5 love languages. Everybody wanted to know what their love languages were. So creating your version of the 5 love languages, or, you know, where to go find your next best date. And just by asking a few questions around what do you enjoy doing, or which one of these pictures matches, you know, the person that you can see yourself with, where do you like to go on vacation? And then you could come up with 3 or 4 results based on how those people answered those 3 or 4 questions, right?
Exactly.
So you're going to get, and then you ask people for their address.
So I'll show you one other way, that just to show you what the quiz looks like when it's done and on your website. Let me just pull this out here. Digibrand, and we'll share it here. Every time I share a screen, I have to do it both within Facebook Live and within Zoom. So that's why it takes a couple seconds. Let me go back to Zoom, make sure we can see it there. StreamYard should be sharing now, and now I just have to find Zoom and share that one. Oh my God, if you guys saw my desktop right now, you'd be appalled. Appalled, I tell you. All right, here we go. So on our Digibrand site here, here's the main call to action. Here's the transitional call to action. And when you click take the quiz, you end up down here where the quiz is. So it's embedded on the website. And this particular one is called, Is Your Website a Hot Mess? So you go through, you answer each question. It's nice and seamless. It just opens up the questions. I'm just answering them at random so we can see how it works. This one has 9 questions. You can have as few or as many as you want. And then once you're done, do I want my result? I have to enter my email address. And I do that, and then I'll see my results immediately. You've got a good start, blah, blah, blah. And then the call to action on the quiz, book a free web review session. So even if they didn't opt in way up here, now they've got another opportunity after they've had a little bit of fun and taken the quiz to opt in here. So that's how the quiz works on our website.
Yeah.
Anything to add to that, Don?
I just want to, most people don't understand that there is a ideal formula for how a website is laid out.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember doing my website, hiring somebody to do it. Those people are not branding specialists. Those people are not sales specialists.
Mm-hmm.
What they do is they ask you for the words that you want to put in, or maybe you hire a copywriter. Now you have a designer, a
Mm-hmm.
copywriter. Maybe you're working with a coach to get your messaging down. And you have a team of people, and you're responsible for making sure that everything gets tied together. That's not the case with us. What we're going to show you is the entire framework for your sales funnel.
Yep.
And a sales funnel consists of messaging, website, lead generator, nurture campaign, sales campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And when all of those pieces are working for you, you're making money while you're sleeping, because people are getting to know you on their watch.
Yep.
Right? And they're watching your videos. They're reading what you have to say, because you have already given them value, and they've already said, I'm curious.
Yep.
Then they will take the time to get enlightened, and you're going to make it easier for them to get enlightened about what it is that you do and how you can solve their problem.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they got to a point where the value you've given them equals what it is that they're ready to pay for, they're going to set up a time and basically you just close them right there.
Yeah.
There's the sales process is, when you do things in this manner, it's so easy, because they're calling you to say, how can I start working with you? Make it easy for me.
Yep, exactly. So
what is it that you do? Because
Yep.
you've already demonstrated to them what it is that you do.
So the lead magnet is one piece, a really, really key piece of this very simple puzzle that we help you put together. So we've been doing this with our clients recently. It's been really working like gangbusters. We wanted to show you a little peek of it, but the whole thing, you know, the big picture, the whole thing will be in onlinesalescamp.com. Do I even have a screen with that? Because I'm so proud of the website.
Let's pull it up. And I really want for you, everybody that's on, please go to onlinesalescamp.com. If we've helped you to facilitate a decision of, you know what, I want to be one of the founding members of this movement. It's a movement.
It is.
Right? Friends don't let friends have sucky websites. Friends don't let friends struggle in business. Like, we have some people on the call right now who their main problem isn't getting to another client. Their main problem is they have too many clients.
Wow.
So, you know, how can you, I say double your fees, cut your client book in half, and launch an online product that will allow you to make more money than you're making right now, and have you spending half the time doing what it is that you're doing.
Yep. Can you guys see my screen?
Imagine being able to double your fees, get rid of half of your clients, and make room for more money because you're launching, you know, an online offering.
Yep, exactly. Can you see my screen?
So I still see the DigiBrand screen. I don't see the sales camp.
It's probably because I have like 40 windows open here. Hang on a second.
Lou, you have to start using.
I know. What is that thing called again? Here we go. I was showing the wrong screen. Can you see
One
it now?
tab. One tab has saved my life.
One tab only. All right. Let me go back to Facebook. Oh yeah, this is on the stop screen. Oh, I think the Zoom people can see the right screen, but the other folks can't.
I can't. StreamYard can't see.
Hang on a second. Got it. Now I just have to change it up here.
I'm looking, you know, not to change the subject, but John Gray Mars is now live on Facebook.
Yeah.
You know who he is? Leah knows who he is. Women are from.
Men are from Mars.
Nina? Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. So here's just an example. He has a free wellness guide.
Yeah.
He has a free relationship course for singles and couples.
Mm-hmm.
And he has his blog, which I'm sure we could help him with his
Ah,
site.
Yep.
But so I'm sure he's making money while he's sleeping, and he's on Facebook Live,
Yep.
getting a new group of people aware of what it is that he's doing. So yes, I still cannot see.
I know, I can't find it. What was I trying to share again?
OnlineSalesCamp.com.
Oh yeah.
Lou, have you been hitting the ball at all?
Thank God we're among friends. You know, it's Thursday. It's yeah.
I know.
OnlineSalesCamp.com. Oops. OnlineSalesCamp.com. I did actually have all these open beforehand. I just got sidetracked.
So do we have anybody in the chat who wants to take us
check.
up on the website?
I will check. Hang on a sec.
Please let us know.
Hold on a minute. Oh, Debbie's here. Cool.
I feel like I'm on QVC.
I know, right? All right, I'm going to share the screen now. Hang on, folks. It's all happening.
I see it. Online Sales Camp.
You see
Wait,
it on,
now I'm on your Facebook page.
No, I'm coming. Oh, now you're in the. I want to take that screen off and share the screen.
Mia's with us. Mia's going to be on this journey with us. So we're going to do it. We're going to schedule that freebie for those of you who are moving forward today. We're going to do a website audit.
Yep.
And that'll be something even before the 5 weeks. So that right there is worth probably $5,000.
Yep. So this is what we talk about each week. First, we talk about the brand. Second, the website. Third, the lead magnet, which you had a taste of today. You like my copy? Newsflash, no one cares about your crappy old newsletter or lame freebie. You need a way better offer, and we'll show you what's working. Fourth week, sales funnel, and fifth week, marketing automation, which is awesome because I know folks don't have time. Like we were talking with a client today. I don't have time to sit around and write all these emails. It's like, well, just let
us do it for you.
Have somebody do it for you, and we schedule them. You can actually even schedule. I have YouTube videos scheduled weeks ahead of time, videos that I've recorded and I upload to YouTube, and I say schedule this for September 3rd or whenever I want to release it. So a lot of this stuff, I mean, yeah, there's work up front, but a lot of it can be automated. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, on those website audits, just with what we will tell you in this website audit, the one change you can make to your website that will increase your sales by 80%.
Yep.
One change.
Right.
That I guarantee every single person who is on this call right now does not have this one thing on their website. That will increase your sales by 80%. So if you think that's worth $247 in 5 weeks to get state-of-the-art marketing guidance, then we want to see you at onlinesalescamp.com. Please join us. Anybody have any questions before we go here?
Yeah, let me check the chat one more time.
I would love for this to be a little bit more interactive. I'm not sure if I like this StreamYard.
I know, and again, it's really, like I say, we're pushing the edges of technology here.
Because I didn't see the sales page when you were just speaking.
Molly, so it's $247 for the 5-week course. Only 20 people are going to be in it.
Only 20 people.
Tara wants to know
So what that means is we're going to have a breakout.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry, what did you say?
Oh, never mind. I was just answering another question. But Tara was looking for the DigiBrand page so she could see an example of the script. That's digibrand.online. So I'm totally psyched about doing this course that starts next week because we're taking all the stuff that we've been learning over the last 6 months and basically, you know, all right, we spent the 10 grand to take all these courses. Let us condense all that and give it to you all for like $250. So
yeah, because if you're in business right now, chances are you don't have your finger on the pulse of what's working in marketing
it's
right
hard
now.
to keep up with it.
You probably are saying, give me your email and I'll send you updates, or give me your email and I'll send you a newsletter.
Yep.
And there's no bigger turnoff in where we are, especially with this pandemic. You know, you'd be crazy not to align with what works right now. Many businesses are out of business. You know, we were.
Oops, what happened? Oh, Facebook crashed. Sorry, guys.
Okay, well, we didn't crash.
All right. Well, we're pretty much
We're
done.
done. I'm
here,
saying that
so.
we'll go out nicely.
Crazy. Facebook just went poof. Like that, it was gone. But I so appreciate you guys being here. Hi, Deborah. We'll send you some notes and follow-ups for the recording of this and for the info on the course we're doing